Alright guys and girls, Shardy back for another update, and it has been it's been a long time because I've just been so busy, and I know a lot of you have been asking me, when I'm still going to do these updates, and what's going on with the tank. And I'm really happy that you're interested in everything. So I have done a particularly long one here because it's been a while. Just to update you with everything that's been going on, and a lot has been going on. A quick rundown on the negative side: I lost my Moorish idle for absolutely no reason. Tank parameters seemed fine, and I came down one morning, was just laying on his side, and died later on that day. So that wasn't a good thing. I really liked Zed; he was a good fish, and I had to take my Regal Angel back to the fish store because she started chomping on some corals, which was always a risk. So yeah, that wasn't too good. A couple of weeks ago, started getting a bit of algae, so I changed out the phosphine reactor, and it all seems to be dying away again. So somehow there's, I don't know, some phosphates I think were getting in the system, and I don't quite know how. It could have been nitrates, I suppose, because I did. I don't know. I did a clean out of my protein skimmer and stuff, but. To be honest, I'm not sure, but it's dying off now. As you can see, I've got quite a few more fish in here now. Regal tang, lipstick tang, yellow tang. I've got some angels. I'll show you those in a bit. You can see my chromies here. Just love this bird's nest, even though the bird's nest isn't doing great. I had to keep it because of the chromies. That was my yellow-eyed and Benny the Blenny there. And this is my baby Regal tang, which I had, if you can see on the left side of it, had a little bit of white spot there. You might be able to see, but that it's now not white anymore, and it's kind of got a dark colour. It's like a little circle. So not good, but just keeping my eye on that one. She's eating well. She's pretty lively. She thinks she's a chromie, actually. I'm pretty sure she thinks she's a chromie because she just hangs around with him and sleeps with him, and which is kind of cute, but nice. It's a nice tank. See how it goes with that little spot on there. I have got UV sterilizers running, so hopefully if there was any problems that should help the situation a little bit. There's my red starfish and Benny the Blenny, and there's Zoe. This is our lipstick tang. She is a little bit grey for my liking, I think, but I think she will get a bit paler on the skin as she grows up, hopefully. This is Chicken, our yellow tang. He just munches all day long, and he particularly likes this central rock we have in the middle, which has a variety of different algae on it. So he munches on there, but he's quite shy. Yeah, I thought he'd be quite aggressive in the tank, but he's not at all. This is a Japanese type of angel we've got, like a swallowtail angel. I can't remember what it's called. It's Wakobi or Wasabi, I can't remember. But we call it Miso. Second name Horny, excuse the pun. But yeah, no, it's a really nice fish. It's I love the little markings on the head, and I don't know. He's very peaceful, and there's no aggressive fish in the tank actually. Nobody kicks off with each other, which is quite surprising. There's about 23 fish in the system now. There's my yellow-eyed tang at the back there. Oh, that was, you saw at the back, that was a pygmy angel we call Lara. Couldn't get much more footage of her actually, but she's nice. And you can see the yellow-eyed tang there munching away. Yes, this yellow-eye just loves the caves. It's always in and out of the caves and stuff. Couldn't get good footage of this coral beauty either, but it's quite a small coral beauty. We called it Belle. Yeah, she's a nice addition as well. Got 5 of these antheas with the little yellow tails, just to add a little bit of warm colours in with the fish, because they're all getting a little bit blues. We're getting too many blues, so we added 5 of these in. One of them unfortunately smacked his eye on the bag on the way here. I've not got any footage of it, but it blew up like a big balloon, and he lost his eye, so we called it One-Eyed Jack. This is my toadstool, which I had from the beginning that I hoovered up, if you remember, and is actually doing great. It's growing a lot, so it's recovered from that little massacre I gave it. The Maxima clam's doing, I think it's doing pretty good. This was suffering by the angel was nipping on it a bit, but it seems to be okay. And this is the rock in the center of the tank, which has got all this different variety of algae on it, like different dark purples, a little bit of green, and it's just like a nice little feeding ground for all the tangs. And then just the other day I bought this white sea urchin, which again is an algae eater. I was told it can eat coralline algae, but it's so small and my tank's so big, I didn't worry. This guy is called, well, we call it the Champ because it came with 4 other, well, it was we had 4 of them at the beginning, you've probably seen them, and they basically all died within a week. They just did not like this tank whatsoever for some reason, or maybe they weren't very well fished at the start, but he survived, so we called it Champ. Got this green mushroom the other day, looks great under the actinics, and it's really nice. As you can see here, the anemone's in a perfect position. So happy with where it is because it's exactly where I wanted it in the tank, and Romeo's just hogs it. I mean, he will not let Juliet into the anemone. He'll just bite at her, you know, he'll peck at her and just keep her away. So he's claimed this anemone for himself, and his Juliet, she just kind of chills around it but never inside it, which is a bit funny because I thought she was the dominant one, but when it comes to the anemone, he's the dominant. Look, here he comes in again there. It's like, oi, this is mine, and he just won't let her near it. But it's cool. I love where the anemone is, and it spawned as well. We found a little piece of it in the tank, but it's kind of got lost now. That was good. This is my little acro colony up at the top, colonies, and this one is, I think it's called a Hystrix or something. Just got this one recently actually. I've had this purple acro for a while now. That's doing good. All the SPSs are doing pretty, apart from one I'll show you in a bit, but doing pretty good. I've got this Monty here, Capricornus is it, I think. I've only just got that one, so I'll have to wait and see how that does. Seems to be paling a little bit, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see on that one. This one, you just can't see the colours on this video. It's got lovely purple tips on this acro, so the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's a really nice piece. That this one here, I've moved it all around the tank. I've done well, it just doesn't, it's not doing great. It's got little white areas on it, which is not great. But this Duncan's doing ace. It's got loads of new heads on it, like 6 new heads have just formed on it, and the top one just split into 2. Well, it split into 2 as soon as we got it, really. So I'm really happy, and I can't wait till it's grown into a big kind of flower. This is an elephant coral, I think, and this is doing really well. I've had this for a while. It's definitely, I think it's growing actually, very slowly, but it seems to be doing well. The colour's very nice on it, so it must like this position that I've put it in. This, I think it's an acan, correct me if I'm wrong, and this one I've had for ages, but it hasn't done anything. It's not grown, it's not died, it's just done nothing basically. So I don't know, maybe somebody can give me a tip on that. This is like a nice tabling acro. I've had this for a while. I love it. It's doing really well. Nice purple colour to it, and it's one of my favourite in the tank, just from the way it sticks out and adds some nice shape to the coral. Just got this one the other day. Correct me, is it a Gorgonian or something? I don't know, but it was cheap and cheerful, and I like the way it moves, and it's got that little flexible vibe to it, and it almost looks like some kind of winter plant. So this one I'm definitely having problems with. It's a chalice, and although it's still got quite a bit of pink on it, as you can see, a lot of the areas on it are bleached. So this is not good, and I'm not quite sure why it's happening on this one. This one again went through a bit of a bad time. I think it fell over on its head for a few weeks and it was never noticed, and I've kind of put it back up here, and it seems to be, you can't, the colour doesn't show on the camera, but it seems to be going green again. It browned out a bit. This is, I've forgotten what it's called. Xenia, is it? I can't remember, but I wanted a little bit of movement. I just got this the other day. It's a nice nice soft coral that just, is it an LPS or soft? I can't even remember. I think it's a soft, but it's nice. This acro here I've had for a while. It's doing well. It's definitely branching out a little bit more to the right towards the light. So yeah, as you can see on the left there, that the Zoa's not doing good. I've just moved it to this position to see if it starts opening up a bit more. My other Zoa's doing great. I'll show you in a little while, but this one's just it's not really taken off very well. Yeah, this acro's doing nice tips on it, good growth. Since I had it, I've had this ages. As you can see, the one on the left there is browned out though. That was the pink tipped pale one, which I thought could have been bleached basically, but it turns out it's supposed to be a pale colour. And I've just moved it back up here more towards the light just to see if I can get it to go pale again, because it's browned out, which is not a good thing basically. So yeah, moving on, we've got, yeah, just bought this trumpet coral. I think the Americans call it candy cane. It seemed to have opened up a bit more when I bought it, so I don't know. Maybe some tips on that one if anyone knows it. This one I've had from the beginning, and I've tried it in so many different places. It opened up at the start and went like this big fluff, like big puffy thing, and that's what it's supposed to do, but it's never done it since, and I can't get it to puff up, so I don't know. Maybe some tips there. Just bought this bubble coral. Very nice texture to it. And this was the other Zoa that's doing great. It's really crawling all over the rocks. It's, you know, nicely opened, all the heads, and it looks really nice at night as well under the actinics. So yeah, really happy with this one. Just bought this because I'm just trying to decorate the other side of the tank because it was looking a bit bare. This is a fan sponge, nice bright orange colour, just adds a little bit of colour to the other side. Now, I have got a few of these around the tank, bubble algae, which I've not dealt with yet, and maybe some tips on dealing with these would be good. I don't know what to do with them really, but we will see. There's my fire shrimp. I've got those two are doing pretty good. They've been with me for a while, and they're doing good. The batteries are running out on this mic that I'm recording on, so I'm just hoping I can get to the end here with this. This starfish is very camouflaged, very nice looking starfish, but you don't see it that often. It kind of hides under the tank a little bit, under the rock. This one I can't remember what it's called, whether it's but it's a soft coral. Again, I wanted it just to add a bit of movement into the tank, to give it a little bit of, so you can see the flow going on there. But it's nice. It just helps to decorate that other side of the tank, which was looking bare, like I said. I've got this nice little colony of feather dusters, which are great. Again, adding a nice bit of movement, which I think is important, you know, because so you can see the flow of the water in the tank. There's my pygmy angel. She just popped by. This frag I had since the very beginning of the whole of when I first put corals into this tank, and it's grown nicely. As you can see, the tips are shooting out there. It's nice to see it on a previous video how much it's grown. This is a lovely chunky yellow acro, but I couldn't get a very good shot of it from where it is in the tank, but it's nice. I just had to have it because it's such a nice bright yellow colour. This long tentacle coral, I think that's right. It's plated long tentacle coral. You can't really see it from this picture, but it's grown a lot and it's looking really nice. Again, it's one of my favourites in the tank. And this snail crawling up the glass is a bit of a telltale sign that I need to clean the glass. So I'll probably do that after this video. But yeah, I just thought I'd take you into the sump now, just have a look at the sump. Got loads of different type of algae growing here. I've got a Chaetomorpha, and there's also this over to the left here. There's some kind of seaweedy type of stuff here, which is good. I do get a bit of cyano in the sump from time to time, but if there you can see it, this red stuff just on this wire, that's a bit of cyanobacteria. But if I turn the light off for like 24 hours, it just dies. So every 2 weeks I'll just do that, just to kind of make sure it doesn't, you know, spread. I've just cleaned my protein skimmer out, and I've taken away I took the filter socks off these pipes as I'm going away for a week, and I just don't want it overflowing and blocking up. And so I've just removed those. But the sump in general is doing good. There's all my piping leading out to my UV sterilizer and my Phosban reactor. And MP40 is running solid, running nice. Profilux is controlling everything as it should do. I'll just show you here inside there. I got some some foods I'm using: crab cuisine, 2 different types of flake, some pellets for some of the angels, and yeah, basically I've got, you can see here's my 2 UV sterilizers that I'm using just to keep the tank hopefully parasite free. Phosban reactor just there, and I'm also dosing alkalinity pH buffer, pH and alkalinity buffer with my dosing pumps there. That's controlled through the Profilux to keep my pH at around, well, pretty much at 8.3 it's kept at. So yeah, that's everything's working downstairs and keeping the tank pretty nice. I just show you, I am feeding them also, not just that stuff there. I feed them with this different types of frozen food. We've got prawns, krill, mussels, and shrimp, and different types of food there that I use to feed it. But yeah, I'm generally very, very happy with this hobby, and you know, this, as I say, this is my first ever tank, any fish tank of any kind, and I really enjoying it. This is the view from the kitchen side looking through, so it's starting to look a little bit more you know, a little bit more full now from the other side of the tank. So yeah, sorry it's been a while doing this update, but I hope you enjoyed it, and you know, can give me any tips of anything that you see. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you want me to make more videos. I'll probably try and do them probably once a month now, as everything's running pretty sweet. But thanks for watching. I hope everyone's cool, everyone's well, and this is Shadi signing out.